Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of Married to Medicine Season 13, Episode 4. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you return, you one of my peoples, welcome back. Now let's look at the comments from last episode. Poetry's Twist of Life and Review says, "Oop, let me go watch this episode first. I didn't realize it came on since I'm watching on the van." Oh, hey, Poetry. Then we got Uma. Uma's Storytime World says, "You got my new name right. By the way, You're in the Arms of the Angel classic catchphrase is a part of this channel. I'd miss it if it were totally gone. Maybe you can play the song or a clip of the commercial story time instead." Now, like every time I not gonna say the arms of the angel, I just think of ain't it Sarah McLaughlin? Ain't that her name? The sang it. But yeah, we gonna keep it in the arms of the angel. We gotta figure out like if they not gonna be in the arms of the angel, who else got them? That's the word that's the phrase we looking for. But anyway, married at first sight. I appreciate the men, letting their new wives know that hey, if you were uncomfortable in any type of way, just let me know. I appreciate that. Like, yes, we are married, but at the same time, we are still strangers. Well, Val was telling Johnny basically she don't like to be touched like that for real, for real. So, it ain't gonna be no problem. Like, eventually, maybe sort of, but right at this point in time, you stay on your side of the bed, I stay on my side of the bed, unless I invite you over. Gil and Myrna, they're discussing their childhood. He asks, why wasn't her father there? And she's like, he was, killed. And Gil was like, my father was killed too. And he went on to tell his story. And Mary was like, oh, yeah, but I'm not ready to tell my story. And I was like, maybe it was because, it happened in 2015. She wasn't ready to talk about that right now. But it was like, I don't know. He expressed himself and told his feelings, and he said, I'm able to talk about it now because he's faced his demons." And she was like, "Oh, that's nice for you. Okay, let's go to bed," type of thing. I don't know if it was the editing, but she was off this whole episode. See, y'all, we got Michaela and Zach. Now I know this is a show, but y'all know I have an issue when melanated women do not have a scarf or a bonnet on their head when they're going to sleep. And I did not see Michaela with that. Now she rocks her natural hair, so she know what it is about preserving her hair. So I'ma take it that maybe, hey, she waited until the cameras was gone and she got out her scarf or her bonnet. It's just that be irking my nerves. It's like we know we're supposed to preserve our hair. I have a plethora of scarves and a plethora of bonnets I put on. And I guess, this is somebody new and she ain't met. But like my husband, he know right off the bat, hey, I rocks a bonnet at night, I rocks a scarf at night. I cannot go to bed at night without a bonnet or a scarf on. I don't even care if my hair is not done. Is having something on my head to protect it, making sure not nothing cotton. We gotta make sure it's like satin, stuff like that. To protect these edges and protect his hair. It was just bothering me that she didn't have nothing on her hair. So it's the next morning, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it seemed like Gil pressured Myrna to explain what happened to her father because he was like, "Yeah, we talked last night. I told about my dad, and then you didn't say nothing. So what happened?" It was like she was put on the spot, but her father was, he was taken tragically, just like Gil's father. But the only thing is, it had something. Her sister and her sister's husband had something to do with it. Which, like, your sister was totally messed up, and your sister is trash. Okay, where am I at? So it's time to sit down with the in-laws and get an insight on the person that they married. Jose finds out that Rachel, she is professional at work. She's, working, she's got her master's and thinking about getting her doctorate. As far as academically and, professionally, she's top notch. But when it comes to, washing dishes and making sure her car clean, that's a whole nother story. Me, I do not like going to bed with dishes in the sink. And we no longer have a dishwasher where we live at, which I absolutely hate because when we lived in apartments, I can just put my dishes in the dishwasher, cut it on, and go about my business. But I do not like having dishes in the sink. It irks me to no end. And my husband, I love that man dearly, but he would go wait till I didn't wash dishes. Then he didn't come behind me. He didn't ate something. Now it's like I don't want to say it's OCD, but it's right up there. It's like I can't leave these dishes in there. Like, yeah, even though if it's just two dishes, I'm going to wash those dishes. As far as a messy car, my sister-in-law, she ain't gonna see this. 'Cause I don't know if she watched my video. She was known to have doggone it, you know, a flip flop over here, bag of stuff over here, a box over here, a trunk full of purses, just a whole bunch of stuff in her car. But y'all know Jose, he is very okay. This has a spot right here. It goes nowhere else but right here. If I take it away, I put it back in the exact same spot. He is a neat freak. So he's like, okay, this is what I'm going to do with. Okay. And they also tell him, Rachel doesn't tell you when you've done something wrong. She'll just be like, okay, mental note. So it's like, okay, these are the things I got to look out for. Well, Rachel finds out that he is very structured and like he likes to be on time and he's all about his time, which I appreciate. Like me and my husband, when it's like a birthday party or a dinner or something, we always on time. I think it's been one time that we were late. It's usually we there like 30 minutes before everybody gets, but we decided, okay, we usually on time, so we got time to go to the grocery store and go here. And this is the one time we was late. It was maybe about 10 minutes, but still we was late. And he keeps his monthly expenses on a dry erase board on the wall. And his credit score is his number one thing. And I was like, I can understand that because he's talking about I have worked, I got these degrees, and I have paid off my debt. I've paid off my house notes. I appreciate he's like he make sure his finances in order because he don't want to be out here in debt and he don't want to be out here struggling. So I get that. Rachel, she's like, okay, she's trying to get better with her finances, but she's not the best. So hopefully they can bounce off each other. Brett's family tells Ryan she just wants somebody to love her. Ryan's family says he thinks that their personalities match. I don't know if it's right or wrong. It says she just wants to be authentic at all times, not worrying about what she looks like, and that he accepts her for her. I was like, okay. Gil sits down with Myrna's brother and her friends, and his issue is, the spending. And they assure him that Myrna saves the required amount of money before she goes on any kind of before she spends any money. She worked hard for her money, and she's not going to expect anybody else to finance her lifestyle. Like her brother was like, I guess he's like a money manager or accountant or something. He's like, I look over her bills all the time, and she's not in debt trying to be out here, having designer things. She saves and she saves. And just like, okay, I done saved enough money. My bills is paid. I can go out here and buy this designer bag that I want, or I can buy these shoes I want. And her brother says, as long as you're true to your word, you won't have to be on my bad side. And I was like, see, that's that brother for you. Gil's friends tell him basically what you see is what you get, and he is very loyal. If you say one thing and you do another thing, that's gonna get on his nerves. And he is very passionate. So when he gets passionate about something, his voice gets higher and higher. Not it gets louder, if you will. He's not angry. He's just being passionate. As far as Michaela, when she's passionate about something, she won't join in on her being passionate because it's just she don't want to be over here hyped about something, passionate about something. You over there like, oh, that's fine. Michaela wants somebody to be there be there for her and to protect her. Zach's daddy and his brothers say that he's spoiled. The mom was like, he's not spoiled, he's just particular. Daddy says he's loyal, family oriented, and loves kids. And the daddy asks, how does she deal with conflict? She's like, she's not one of those name calling and shouting and fussing all that stuff. And if we can't resolve our issues right now, then we need to step away, clear our minds, and come back in. I was like, I'm here for that. And then they asked, is she the real deal? Is this marriage gonna be the real deal? They seem very comfortable with each other. I'm not gonna go into like what later episodes because that could be editing and all that stuff, but I'm not one of those, shouting and fussing all those things just to get my word across. I was like, I'm not fin to be doggone it, having my throat hurt because I'm out here yelling out about anything. And me and my husband, we rarely get into it. It's like little things that should not matter. But, just be, I ain't fear for that fussing and all that stuff. To deal with Belle is being patient. Belle and Johnny, they kind of deal with relationships the same way. You, you're dating somebody, it's like, okay, this is fun, but there might be somebody better out there. And Bao had said that earlier on, and maybe like episode 1, that's how she goes about things. And Johnny, he's very direct. He's not going to be like, yeah, yeah, and agree with you just to shut you up. Then they get to joking about grandbabies and Johnny being the stay at home Mr. Mom, and Bao's looking like, yeah, I don't know about that. So the couples are going to the Florida Keys for their honeymoon. I was like, Michaela, you got your braids just in time, boo boo. But Brett, she's nervous because she's afraid of flying. Me, I just don't like the turbulence. But then my auntie was like, you just got to think of the turbulence is just like a plane hitting a pothole in the sky. And I was like, that kind of helped me, but because I'm telling y'all, I was on a flight and I was in like an exit, which I hate being in an exit. So I didn't know back then about, you know, picking my own seat. So I was at an exit seat and we flying and the plane goes like this. And I'm freaking out and the flight attendant in front of me is looking like, and I'm like, okay, so am I tripping? I am clutched on to the doggone armrest, like, oh my goodness, please just let these 2 hours be over, done and over with. It was like, I just do not like I don't like turbulence. Other than that, I'm fine with flying. Child, Bowden made a spreadsheet on what she's going to wear and on what day and on what occasion. She is very serious about her spreadsheet. Y'all, I'm just a overpacker. When I could be going out of town for a week and I'm still gonna overpack. And I always say I'm not gonna overpack, and I end up overpacking. It's like pants, you can rotate those out. And, I can wear one like pair of pants. I can wear that a few times, just washing and all that other stuff. But like I always, okay, I got this, and then I got lounging stuff in case I ain't going over that day. Then they say, no, my suitcase is full. Yeah, Myrna is complaining about everything in this hotel room. It's like, oh my goodness, our neighbors are so close to us. Oh my goodness, my pool at home is bigger than that and nicer than that. Oh my goodness, I can't see or hear the waves. I'm like, ma'am, you were on a free vacation. You didn't pay for any of this, so you need to stop complaining. I would not be surprised at all if she tried to be like, go with the production like, I will pay out of my pocket and y'all can get y'all money back and get a nicer room and I can pay the difference. I wouldn't be surprised if she did that. She's like, I wanted a beachfront resort, not some senior citizen resort. I'm like, ma'am, it should not be the location where you at. It should be the person you're spending time with. The room was clean. It looked nice. Stop complaining. So Brett and Ryan, they're discussing how Britt was having this freak out on the plane, which I wish they should have had to show the footage because they making it seem like it was a lie. Now, me, I have a system when I'm flying on a plane. First of all, I like a window seat. That's where I'm at. I when I get on a plane, when the plane is zooming down, I guess it's called taxiing. Like when it's picking up speed, I turn my music on. I have 4 songs that I listen to. Then after that, I'll find me, a TV show or a movie on the plane so I can watch so the time can go by fast. I look out the window occasionally and that's how I calm myself down on a flight. I know that's not going to help everybody, but that seems like that's what helps me. Listening to my music, watching something on TV, looking out the window ever so once in a while, and next thing you know, because I'm usually just flying to Atlanta and from Atlanta, so that's like a 2-hour flight. But yeah, that's what I do to calm myself. So I don't know if they had a straight flight to Florida. Do they have a connecting like flight elsewhere? I don't know. But she was just like, she knows that he likes to travel. So she's like, I need to, get myself together. And I appreciate you handling me the best you could when I was freaking out. It's just that we're gonna be traveling. I'm gonna need your calmness to keep me calm. So y'all, that was just. If I left anything out about me, leave a comment below. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day, for $99. Make sure your notifications are on so when my beautiful face puts a video. You can click on it, you can like it and share it with your people, or you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.